Okay, live stream seems to be on the green. Sound check 1, 2, 3. This sounds good. It looks good. Okay. Yep, I think we're good. We're good, and that means welcome everybody. Welcome to the live stream. I hope you're having a nice weekend and you are in a great mood. We're taking today the A330-900 from Toliss with the newest player in the long-haul game. GOL Airlines, much like something like a Brazilian Ryanair or a Brazilian Southwest, has decided to enter the long-haul game by adding 5 A330s-900s. And they'll be flying transatlantic mostly, I believe. Perhaps US as well, but I know they will be flying to Lisbon, which is pretty cool, so I will be able to probably check this airplane in real life. And, well, I know that we had to fly the 76, and we will be flying the 76, but in order to at least enjoy a little bit something different, why not take this one? So we have a bit of a mixing content. So yes, here we are. We are in Brasilia right now, the capital of Brazil. We'll be flying to Florianópolis, which is located in the coast, more towards the south of the country. Never been there actually, but the approach seems to be quite interesting, and that's why I decided to pick it up. Now, there's one problem though. I kind of messed up my timings, and I was supposed to pick a flight that would be only 1 hour and 30 minutes, and this one is almost 2 hours. So we're gonna have to skip some talking, and we'll have to go straight for the airplane, prepare everything, and get going as quickly as we can, because my time is actually very, very short. But nonetheless, that is it. Delivery is absolutely beautiful. If you want to get this livery, the link is down in the description below. And yeah, the weather seems to be pretty nice. Here it looks like it rained not too long ago. We're running real time, real weather. And yeah, let's go into the airplane. I have my cabin disabled on purpose so that we save some FPS, but other than that, seems all good. Now, the airplane is completely dead, so let's unlock the cockpit door. To start with, the parking brake is set, the spoilers are retracted, flaps are up, engines are off, throttles are on idle. Some nice stickers there that the auto put, which is really cool. Gear is down, and our accumulator, well, it's not powered. Is it supposed to be like that, or anyway, we'll see that later. And confirming that we do have enough voltage on the batteries. Yes, we do have beautiful external powers on, and of course the wipers are off. So let's start with all the batteries on. Gonna put external power on, arm the emergency, no smoking, and nav lights on. We'll let the airplane boot up for a little bit, and while it does that, here's my suggestion. We're gonna go jump very quickly into Simbury for a little bit of analysis of what can we expect on the route. So starting with weather, let me just check here. Significant weather charts. Seems like there might be some turbulence, I believe. Yeah, occasional CVs, but probably they're not going to be exactly a factor to us because we're very short from the finishing part of it. So occasional CVs with tops of flight level 520, that seems fine to me. I'll be getting out of there until Florianópolis, no significant weather. The other pick for me was actually going to Buenos Aires in Argentina, which looks like it has some weather there. We just put it there for interest. Yeah, seems like there is some weather, but not on our side, which is good. I'm gonna check the SIGMATs as well. A bunch of them. Let me just check this one here real quick. So thunderstorm embedded, flight level 480 stationary, no change. Okay, seems good. So we'll be avoiding those if needed, but other than that, seems pretty nice. Checking with the METAR as well, 0506, variable, 9999, thunderstorm, vicinity shower, broken 4,000, few 4,500 CVs, broken 7,000, 24 and 20, seems good. So yeah, we definitely do have some thunderstorms here in the area. They are not really showing up in X-Plane though. At least it doesn't kind of seems like there is a huge thunderstorm right now, right here, but that is alright, that's totally fine. So I'm gonna jump through that, that seems good. Let's open the UFP. So cost index is 16, pretty good. I will be probably pushing the airplane a little bit faster though. Flight level 400 for us and 17.5 tons of fuel. I'll probably grab 1 ton extra, or perhaps at least 500 kilos extra for double lock fuel. Final reserve and alternate, this is our diversion fuel. I'm gonna assume as 5.8, so this means if we ever hit this fuel we do have to divert. Seems pretty well. Zero fuel weight's 170.1, seems good to me as well. Now our alternate is Curitiba, I believe. Probably that's it, that's the name of the airport, but regardless, the weather looks pretty nice there. There's a tempo here, but this is for the next day, but yeah, weather-wise and weight-wise looking pretty good. Route is pretty straightforward as well. Perhaps I can take some shortcuts on the departure, and no ATC so far, so who knows, I'm going to take advantage of that. Alright, very good. The airplane is powered up. Let's go through the top flow. So that goes to on, cruise supply goes to on. Evacuation, I'm gonna give captain and purser. Put the IRSs to nav, so they can align. We're gonna put the strobes to auto. I hate that yellowish color, so let me just very quickly remove that. Right, much better. I wish somebody actually did a proper coloring, texturing, whatever it is, of the overhead, because it doesn't look very nice. Alright, that's all good, that's all good. Fuel pumps for now, they're all off. Hydraulics are fine. Let's check this one. We do have it, we do have it, we do have it. Let's test the APU. Light is on, that is on, and yeah, no one on the lower side. Alright, this all looks good. I'll leave it on a normal position. Seems fine here, seems fine there, and seems fine here. Now, constraint mode on, plan mode, range 40. Take the lights off of this. Constraints, we'll leave arc and 40 on the first officer's side. That seems good. Let's go through the engine pages. So we've got oil, that's fine. This is looking good. Elevation is on auto. That's good. Hydraulics are fine, accumulator is actually fine as well, no CB popped, APU is off, temperature, oh, it's pretty steamy back there, 32 degrees in the back of the cabin. And actually, why isn't this door open? Should be open. Alright, all good here. Fuel for now is balanced, we've got 22.7, in fact, we've got more than we need, so, you know what? Because of that, let's just put, it was 17.5, I'm going to put 18.5, quick refuel and defuel, and let's set the weight already as well. Which was 170 point something, 170.1, so we've got now 165. Oh, there's a bunch of passengers actually, 170.1, sorry. 337 passengers, and for a CG I'll put 20, let's go for 30.5. Like that. Apply the load settings, 18.5. Fuel is nice and balanced. Because of that, I'm going to actually put the seatbelt sign on and engage the fuel pumps already. So that's great. Status is normal. All looks good. Clear on that. Just check the radios. So all I want to go is 1228. And I want to switch it over. That's great. Transponder for now standby, and I want to put it to transponder mode auto, normal, standby, altitude reporting on. I believe now we should get mode charting. Yeah, we got it. Oh, look at that! Did we just get approach? Yeah, we just got approach. Oh, okay, cool. So we've got 80s. We'll have some ATC. That's great. Alright, volume is good, all is good here, and that's auto, off for now. That's good, and that's good. Fantastic. Alright, let's start with the identification. So I've updated my nav data, so it's good. Otherwise I would have forgotten. Wolney, hey! Great to see you here, how are you? And we'll be departing Sierra Bravo Bravo Romeo 2, Sierra Bravo Foxtrot Lima. That's correct. Our flight is Golf Lima Oscar 1752. This is actually the real world call sign. And our alternate... I need to open my OFP. Alternate is Sierra Bravo Charlie Tango. Alternate to set our passenger number 337, Costin X16, and cruise flight level 400 with temperature, please. Top of climb temperature minus 56. Interesting. I thought it would be a bit lower than that. Regardless, let's go. Zero fuel weight 170.1, and the CG for us is 30.5. So that goes into the box already. Block fuel 18.5 set. Yeah, that's correct. Very good. And let's go for the flight plan departure. Departure. Let's actually first listen to the ATIS, which I believe would be a worthy thing to do. 127.8. So 1278.
070 degrees, 06 knots. Wind area between 030 degrees and 0 degrees. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Thunderstorm. Showers in the vicinity. Ceiling 4,000 broken. Few clouds at 4,500. 7,000 broken. Temperature 24. Dew point 20. QNH 1016 hectopascals. Recent weather. Thunderstorm. Knowledge you received information delta.
Okay, it's information delta. I'm gonna have to pick up
Brasilia International Airport. It is information delta 700 Zulu. Expect procedure ILS Yankee runway 11 left or ILS Victor runway 11 right. Landing runway 11 left and runway 11 right. To runway 11 left and runway 11 right. Transition level 075. Simultaneous and parallel operations in progress. Wind 070 degrees. 6 knots. Wind able between 030 degrees and 10 degrees. Visibility 10.
Alright, we got it. So that's good. I'll put the approach already in 119.2. Switch that. In fact, you know what? I'm not going to do that, just because otherwise we're going to have a lot of noise. Now, both runways are in use, and the funny thing is, we're exactly in the middle of the airport, but because we are departing towards the south, my best bet is that we will be departing... well, we've got the 11 left, but I'm not sure if that's going to be exactly it. Let me check. So we want to go via the GOL. That's the Papa 2 Alpha. Let me check if there is another one. No, that's the only one. Alright, it's going to be 11 left then, apparently. So we'll plan for that. 11 left. And we will go via the Papa 2 Alpha. Via GOL. I think that's it. I think that is it. Yes, it is. Fantastic. Alright, GOL goes in, insert. Very good. Let's confirm that actually the thing looks like it should be. So straight ahead, left, correction, right turn to leave left, then Papa, then this, and then sub and GOL. Yep, that's correct. From there, we've got some airways to do. So airways, uniform Zulu 5 to IMTB. This is interesting. So that goes in. Then we've got a direct to Edrex. And finally we've got the arrival there. We have time to plan it. Alright, nav reds for now, not required. Progress page. I'm going to put Brasilia 11 left. Anyway. In fact, I will put 11 right. You know what? Just because it's just that slightly longer. and it kind of makes sense for us. Alright, that's set. Progress page is set. Let's uplink the takeoff data. I'm going to request the takeoff data, and while it does that, I'm going to copy the active flight plan, and from the point that's going to be GOL, I'm going to add a new arrival or new destination, and I'm going to put just the ILS 11 right. The one I'm looking at, it's the Zulu. Here it is. Via, no star, never mind. SIPIG, please. No transition. So if something goes wrong, we can actually return. We've got already everything here, and this is very useful. Performance. Let's check uplink takeoff data received. So let's go flex, of course. Save some fuel. 143, 48, 49. Flex 55, and I'm gonna use this now. The thrust reduction and acceleration, because we are sitting at an airport that has an elevation of 3,500 feet roughly. I want to do 1,000, 1,000. So let's do essentially 3.5. So 3,500. This will be, or actually, sorry, 800 feet. Check squawk standby. What do you mean? What does it want with the check squawk standby? I mean, yes, it is standby because, well, anyway, never mind. It's all good. Alright, so let's do 800 then. 3,500 plus 800 will be 4,300. Thrust reduction and acceleration as well. That sounds good to me. Engine out acceleration, we'll put 1,000, so that stays there. And next phase, we will go clean 221 until 3,000 AGL, which is going to be 6,500. All right, so that's taken in. That's all good. That's all set. Let's put flight plan here. We got the init complete. Let's just go through the flight plan to make sure that it all looks good. Yep, fantastic. All right, I want to go this flight plan. Performance is set. That is set. Let's do a very quick cockpit preparation checklist. Pins and covers removed. Fuel quantity, we've got 18.5 balanced on board. Seatbelt sign on. 8 airs. Check here on the data. All 3 on nav. They were. And barrel ref, we've got 1016 on all 3 and rating the same, which is good. So cockpit preparation checklist is complete. And in fact, I will be probably starting the APU at this time. You know what? Let's go and start that. Screens are kind of dark. Oh wait, did I not have the option to start with the bright screens? I don't like the glow. Oh, what? Do you see how the light in the cockpit changes? Oh yeah, I prefer that like that much more. Save config. We've got default scenarios. Oh, they should be set at 20. This is my default. Joystick actions. Yeah, weird. Well, okay, that's fine. Gonna put the screens to brighter. And leave this on performance, and that seems good. Alright. Why didn't it change? Oh, because I have forced flaps open. Start this. Let's give him a call. Alright. This is gonna be Brasilia control and information delta. And we have the Papid to Alpha for runway 11 left. Let's see. Brasilia control, very good evening. GOL 1752 is 1020 with information Delta. Like to request IFR.
GOL 1752, good evening, information Delta is correct. Flight plan received, cleared to Florianópolis, flight level 400, flight plan route. Runway 11 right, climb via Unsub 1 Alpha departure, cool call transition, squawk 4413, read back.
Right, so clear to Florianópolis, flight level 400 and then flight plan route. Runway 11 right via Subi 1 Alpha and squawk 4413, GOL 1752.
GOL 1752, read back is correct, report to pushback startup.
I will report ready for pushback startup, GOL 1752. Okay, so we've got a change of our departure. He said a different one. He said like a Subi 1 Alpha. And I'm trying to find it now. Daifuko, hello my friend, how are you? Finally a stream I can watch live. It's great to have you here, man. I hope you're doing well. Ferdinand, hi Vlad. Hi Ferdinand. Tonight I can look again live. Greetings from Thailand. Dude, great to see you here. Welcome and enjoy. Sync Crash Flyer, hello, hello. I'm late. We had another meeting about the increased fuel prices. Oh yeah, it's not looking good. I don't even want to think about it, but it's not looking good. Anyway, I hope you're doing well regardless. So I hope you're doing well regardless. Alright, I'm trying to find the departure for runway 11 right. This is loose to Delta. No, it's not this one, not this one either. Can I filter it?
3992, táxi até o ponto espera, pista 1 na esquerda, via Lima 8, Kilo, Hotel, Alfa, ok, legal no 0, 16. Táxi autorizado até o ponto espera da 1 da esquerda, via Lima 8, Kilo, Hotel, Alfa, e o ajuste no 096 para o 3992.
I'm gonna send him a message. Confirm sub 1 Alpha. Because I'm pretty sure I called something that doesn't exist, and because this is a radio, it's actually very hard to understand if that's exactly it or not. But anyway, we've got APU available, probably past 2 minutes, so let's go APU bleed on, so we can cool down the cabin, because it's kind of hot, 35 degrees, so we definitely want to cool that down. And while we wait for that, we're going to have to reprogram this, departure 11 right. Has to be sub 1 Alpha.
Pode ingressar via Brabá. GOL 9752, ciente para o
let's just change the squawk for
070 graus, 06, além da cola pista 1 na esquerda, ou correção 1 na direita. 1 na direita, via Brava, além da cola 9573.
Oh, actually we've got a nice abatement procedure there written. Because we'll have to reprogram the departure. Brasilia control Golf 1752. Can you confirm sub 1 Alpha departure runway 11 right?
GOL 1752, stand by.
Okay. Because I'm pretty sure he gave me something that doesn't exist. At least I'm not finding the charts. Sync Crash Flyer, everything's fine with me. Simulations, gasoline is cheap. Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. It's alright, it'll be alright. So, between 0100 and 9 UTC, execute specific noise abatement procedure of equipment. Ah, it's between, it's night time essentially. Okay, so we're gonna skip that. Dude, come on. Should have been already up. Should have been already up. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna call ground services. We're gonna be closing everything. Close that, because we're ready. And I'm gonna even lock the cabin door. The beacon light on. And I'm gonna probably call better pushback. Start pushback.
Roger to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go, sir.
Oh, this is gonna be funny. How do we get out of here? Very interesting. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to wait, so you know what? Let's just connect the tug.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
I'm gonna detach the jet.
Gol 9752, considere fora do solo aos 54. Após LIVEV, mantenha presente proa, sobe ao nível 400, contato radar, passando agora 6.000 pés.
And we'll have everything ready. I'll disconnect the external power, so we'll be completely on our own.
Gol 9752.
Shocks will be removed. External power will be removed. We don't have an initial climbing altitude here.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Check. Oh, we've got the HUD here as well. I just don't know how to lower it. Oh wait, do we? Yeah, we do. How do I put the HUD down? Oh, there we go. In
Gol
what?
1752, control Brasilia. Brasilia control.
Go ahead for Gol 1752. We're asking if the departure is via sub 1 alpha for running 11 right.
Gol 1752, affirm 11 right is running. Climb via sub 1 alpha, departure call transition.
Copy, we'll go sub 1 alpha via call transition. Gol 1752. Alright, so here it is. Call is on, insert, that's done. So we reprogrammed. Can I remove this though for now? I don't need this. Thank you. Okay, so let's check. The departure looks like it should. 90, 110. Okay, so I'm gonna put 110 initial. And that seems fine. Okay, guys. So we're basically set. Let's do a very quick departure briefing out of here. Like a super quick one. And then we will get going. Let me just get my notes here, please. And I'm gonna have to do this. Alright, you guys are ready? Let's go. Departure briefing. Flight Gol 1752 Airbus A330-900 NEO. Flight from Brasilia to Florianópolis. We're good. No temps are fine. Weather, we might get some bumpiness on the departure, but other than that, visually seems to be pretty good. Anti-air should not be required. We'll have the weather radar on. Terrain on the first officer side. We are on stand 20, exactly in the middle of terminal. Yeah, we're gonna have to be pushing back into anywhere. So we'll be looking how that goes. Regardless, we'll go probably Romeo. All the way down there, right on uniform for running 11 right, a slightly longer taxi. Runway seems to be a little bit wet. Wind was 17016, and it was variable as well, a little bit, but seems fine. Our performance should be clear. Yeah, we have to request a update again.
O call, obrigado.
While we wait for the performance, we will check our departure. Our departure will be via the Sub 1 Alpha departure. This is page 10-3 Yankee 1 for 6th of December of 2024. Transition altitude 7000. We require RNP1 or RNAV GNSS as well. Nice abatement procedure for our flight time is not applicable, but essentially regarding the route, we go straight ahead, right hand turn above 3900, direct to Lviv, below 9, then to Papid. From there we turn left to Bravo Romeo 148, above flight level 110 to Ursu, and finally to Kupol, which seems pretty fine. So never adds a set, not really required. Yeah, let's just confirm here that we request, sorry, we got our performance 43, 48, 49, seems all the same, so insert the uplink. Oh, not allowed, why not? What? There's no option to insert the uplink.
O azul 6006, continue descida a nível de voo 100. Prepare ILS Victor, pista 1 direita, reporte passando 110.
Yeah, weird, it's not allowing. Alright, fine, 55, 43, 48, 49.
Preparou o ILS Victor para 1 direita, vai reportar passando 10 azul 6006.
So we've got this right, flaps were on position 1, I believe. Yeah,
O GOL
flaps up
9572, livrando agora o limite vertical da TMA Brasília, agradeço pela colaboração. Agora coordenei o Unicom 228, tem um bom voo, boa tarde.
That's already set, and flags 55. Alright, good. So 221 pre-select is set. Looks good. Essentially set 9 here. Okay, so abnormals. We will do, we'll reject below 100 for any problem. Between 100 and V1 only significant ones, like engine fire, engine failure, wind shear alert, pilot capacitation, or anything else that will affect the safety of the flight. In that case, I'll call reject, apply maximum reverse, let the auto brake work, stop the airplane on the runway, set the parking brake, call cabin crew attention on the station, advise GTC, and we'll assess the situation. Otherwise, we'll continue straight ahead, we'll be climbing. We'll try to climb for at least 6,000, that's the MSA, perhaps we can get a little bit lower, but let's see what's the platform altitude here. Yeah, 5,500 at least, and we'll be proceeding straight ahead for the climb out. Right hand turn requesting vectors for return ILS 11 right back to Brasilia. Now we're not, I think we're not overweight. Let's see, takeoff weight 187, max landing 191. We're not overweight, so that's good. No takeoff alternate, and other than that seems pretty fine. We're ready for pushback and start. So that's great. Beacon is already on. Let's do the before start checklist. Parking brake is set. Confirmed. Takeoff speeds and thrust, we got flaps 55, speeds 43, 48, 49, set, windows closed, so today open, yes they do. And beacon is on, before start checklist complete.
6 no pés, tá autorizado ILS Victor para 1 no direita.
Suturing on MD on the right side already. Brasilia control, GOL 1752, stand 20, request push and start.
O GOL 1752, pushback and start approved, report to taxi.
Pushback and start approved, full report ready to taxi, GOL 1752. Okay, good, let's get going. I guess change pushback. That's raining again. It looks like it's raining again. So, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I wanna go like this. We're gonna do like this. And then I'm gonna try to go probably yeah, it's gonna be funny. We're gonna have to go here.
So is now connected and bypass pin is secured. Please release parking brake.
Right, brake is released, we're finally going, we're clear to go.
Starting pushback now, and you may start your engine.
Fantastic. Let's hit the off-block timer. I'm gonna wait just a tiny bit. Let me see if there's anybody around us. Oh yeah, the weather is actually kind of changing slightly. I like how the livery looks on this airplane. Looks nice. I think it's cool. It's cool. Okay, because it's gonna be probably a little bit longer of a pushback. Or you know what? Engine does take a little bit of time to start. Okay, we're gonna be starting sequence 2 and 1. Starting 2. All is good. And number 2. Let's see, ignition is on. And we've got in 2. And in 3 as well. There's fuel flow. There goes the EGT. And one starting to rise as well.
Brasília 5771.
Então 5771, boa tarde novamente, o controle Brasília.
Right,
Boa
hopped
tarde.
on.
Quero solicitar a Brasília Curitiba no 380, gente da...
And engine 2 is available. Very good. Let's put number 1.
Só um momento.
Ignition on. Got in 2.
O TAN 5771, a informação Delta, confirma?
Informação Delta, isso aí. Gente da informação Delta, 380 para Curitiba, 5771.
TAN 5771, informação Delta correta. Plano recebido autorizado Curitiba, nível 380, instrumentos, plano conforme rota, pista 1 direita, sobe via 1 sub, 1 alfa, transição em QCOL, transponder 4417, 4417, cotejo.
Autorizado Curitiba no 380, saída 11 direita, 1 alfa, na transição em QMOL, na caixa 4417, 5771.
5771 no cotejamento correto, reporte pronto, pushback acionamento.
Operation completed. Please set fire to
Brake is on. Clear disconnect.
Disconnecting tow. Please stand by.
There goes the Gen 1. Started off. And engine 1 available. Fantastic. We've got good starts. So let's do this. Close this. Flaps 1. That's set. And waiting for the disconnect and hand signal. I know I had... I'm sorry. I had a button to... Flight director 1, flight director 2. Okay, and what's the keyboard button to tiller? Tiller is N. Okay, fine. After start checklist. NTI is not required. Ecom status. No status. Pitch trim will be up 1.7 as it should. A rudder trim will be neutral. After start checklist is complete.
Tow is disconnected and bypass beam has been removed. Signal on your left, sir. See you next time and have a safe flight.
See you next time.
228, boa tarde, bom voo. 228, até a próxima, 3992. Até.
Brasilia control, GOL 1752, request exit.
Go 1752, taxi to Holy Point runway 11 right via Romeo, Uniform Yankee, Kenya 1016.
Taxi to Holding Point runway 11 right via Romeo, Uniform and Yankee, QNH 1016, GOL 1752 then. I've got the heavy actually. Alright, lights on, hand signal is nice and received. Parking brake off. Clear on the left, clear on the right. So just as we briefed, the taxi. Oh, looking good. Alright, brakes work. That's great. Let's get going. Do we have a no, on the 330 we don't have a taxi. We don't have a taxi cam, right? No, we don't. That's on the 340. That's good, we don't need it.
Brasília, o azul 600NEO estabilizado no ALS Victor para pouso no direito.
O azul 6006, ciente, o vento vem de 360 graus, 03 nós, QNH 1015, pouso autorizado, pista 11 direita.
There's an airplane
das informações
coming
meteorológicas,
to 11
pouso
right.
autorizado no direita para o azul 6006.
Azul airplane. Alright, clear left, clear right. Alright, I need to remember this is a heavy jet, and I need to pay attention on how am I going to turn this one, because you can actually feel very nice. It's heavy. Alright, we are on Romeo, straight ahead. Then right on Uniform, and then we'll do the flight controls check, and we'll do the taxi checklist. Pretty cool, pretty good. I'm happy we've been flying more in Brazil lately. It's actually a pretty good opportunity to explore a little bit more. Clear on the left, clear on the right. Now we should have a little bit of an apron, max span 36 meters.
And approach
Not sure
Toliss,
the
go west
330 actually fits there.
931, request a 9-bar clearance down to Rio de Janeiro.
Now that's a very American
Go
line.
931, say hello, good afternoon. Flight plan received, cleared to Rio de Janeiro,
Nice
Galeão,
approach.
flight level 350, asphalt, runway 11 right.
It's gonna be Tango for apron 3.
2 Bravo departure, gap mode, transition squawk 4406, 4406, read back.
Alright, all clear on the right, clear on the left. Uniform is next, don't go into the runway.
Puxo o 5771.
Então 5771, pushback acionamento autorizado, cauda
Oops.
direita, reporte para ataques.
There it is. Oh, it's an Embraer. Nice.
Cauda o 5771.
Go 931, do you copy the HC clearance?
Sorry about that for Go 931. We had a pretty much old sim brief. I replaned, so if you can say that again for us for Go 931. Sorry about that.
Nice
No
livery,
problem.
dude.
Stand by, please.
The change in the difference
O
in
azul
size is
aí,
probably quite nice.
006, solo foi aos 1:03 da hora. Livre próxima esquerda via Eco, taxia via Kilo Lima 6,
Oh my god, that's
posição
cute.
27, bem-vindo Brasília.
That's actually
Segurou na
cute.
Eco vai seguir.
Alright, let's do flight controls check.
Kilo Lima 6, posição 27,
Full
pro
up.
azul do 6006. Obrigado, controle.
Full down.
Tamo junto.
Neutral.
Valeu, tamo junto.
Full left.
Go 931,
Full right.
new copy.
Neutral.
Do you
Rudder.
cleared to destination
Full left.
Galeão Airport, flight level
Full right.
350, asphalt.
Neutral.
Runway 11 right, climb via
Do the
departure.
procedure.
Leave
This
2 Bravo,
this.
Transition, squawk 4406, 4406, read back.
Takeoff config. Alright, taxi checklist please. Flight controls check, flap setting 1 plus F set, radar and tracking windshield is on and auto. Engine mode selector is on normal, and EQ memo takeoff no blue. Taxi checklist is complete. Alright, so speed this up a little bit.
Read back is correct. To report, read to push back instead of it.
Alright, we'll call back for push for GOL 931.
Para copiar, permiso táxi 5771.
This is really cool, but you can actually feel that the airplane is heavy. That's so nice.
Uniforme Yankee, QNH1015, mantenha antes da Lima 8.
Então, autorizou o táxi para 11 direita, via Lima 1 Romeo Uniforme Yankee.
And I need to find a checklist for the 330 I've been looking for, but I still didn't find anything.
5771 está correto, só mantenha a Lima, correção antes da Lima 6.
That's a bit too much.
Lima 6, então 5771.
It's a little bit uphill and then it's going to be downhill. I have to brake. Alright, we'll do PAX on departure for this one. Yeah, still wants to slow down. They're on left.
Então 5771, parada antes da Lima 6.
It's really weird because I understand what they are saying there in Brazilian. It's very similar to Portuguese. Actually, it's called Brazilian Portuguese for a reason. So, yeah. Alright, pardon me, I'll put this already to TARA. Auto transponder 1, normal on. It's good. Brasilia control GOL 1752 heavy approaching Yankee. We're ready for departure.
GOL 1752 heavy, wind is 360 degrees, 03 knots, QNH 1015, line up and take off runway 11 right.
Line up and take off runway 11 right, QNH 1015, GOL 1752. Alright, final looks clear. It's got cleared for takeoff, that's why I've put all the lights on. Let's do line up checklist, take off runway 11 right is confirmed, TCAS, TARA set, PAX 1 and 2 will be on, and line up checklist is complete. We're ready to go. All clear on the left. Cabin crew seats for departure. Okay guys, so hit that like button. Always helps the channel to boost a little bit of the movement. And I want to wish everybody a very nice flight. So let's do a proper job lining up and departing out of here. Let's go 50%. Chrono on. Stabilized. Vent flex 55 SRS, runway auto thrust is blue. Thrust is set. Speed is alive. As 100 knots.
And approach GOL 931, we're ready for push start.
GOL 931, push back and start approach, tail to the right, report stacks.
Positive climb, gear up.
Push start
Nav.
approved, and we'll be fixing right for GOL 931.
GOL 931, negative. Tail to the right, facing left.
And that's 3,900. Right hand turn. Drop the nose. Just climb, auto thrust. Brasilia control, GOL 1752 airborne, passing 4,700, climbing flight level 090.
GOL 1752, airborne at 19, radar contact passing 5,000, climb direct Kukol, climb to flight level 400.
Track to Kukol, climbing flight level 400, GOL 1752. S speed, flaps 0. Speed brakes, disarm, lights off. We've got a nice direct, a very nice direct to Kukol. Confirm direct, insert. Let's go. That's beautiful. And flight level 400 is set. We are approaching 60, so that's wonderful. Bit of hand flying there, and I can clear the selected here. Oh well, never mind. Just need to press it. Not a Boeing, so we'll be accelerating accordingly. Fantastic. Very good. Goodbye, Brasilia. It's been great. Medlem, the textures on the Toliss 330 are so bad. Yes, and to a point. And the point is my RTX 2070. So if you actually adjust the textures on X-Plane to high, they will look better, trust me. So it's not terrible, but yes, they could be better. It feels like Toliss doesn't have the option to have high-res cockpit enabled to save FPS. Let's put autopilot 1. And that's why it kind of looks like that, so yeah, there we go. Okay, very good. Autopilot 1, we've got flight level 400. All seems good. So, pretty calm. Now, today, guys, I did not bring any topic to talk about, so we'll have a nice and quiet cruise. Unless you wanna bring something up for us to discuss, I'd be actually quite grateful for that. Okay, man, awesome, because I was thinking like, wow, we don't have ATC, that would be great to just have a nice direct to the first point of the route, or even later, so we can save time, and he gave us that. There's 10,000 feet, lights off, and well, it's pretty much clear sky, so I'm gonna put seatbelt sign off for now. I don't think we're gonna need to have any of that.
Então 5771 no Ciente, o vento vem de 360 graus,
I would like to
03
probably
nós,
change
QNH
the cost
permanece no
next to like
05, a linha decola
150.
pista 1 no direita.
Yeah, see our speed, target speed change to 320. Get there perhaps a little bit quicker. Very nice. The FPS though on the Toliss airplanes is quite decent. It's quite good with the with all the systems they're running behind. But yeah, I mean, it kind of feels like the texturing is there, it's just not loading completely. Like for instance, this part right here, it's definitely not loading because you can see it's not good. Like this here is not good. But if you look in other people's screenshots, it's fine. Like this one is definitely higher res than this part right here, and that's just because of my system. Like the seats for me, for instance, they could be low res because we're not looking at the seat anytime, but this part right here, overhead actually looks pretty good. You can see it pretty well. But yeah. Alright, there we go, 320, climbing up nicely. Kind of feels like we're lower than flight level 125, and that's well for a reason. It's got a lot of terrain ahead. It's quite high. Good, perfect. Perfect. That's very good. Did you guys see that the best payware airplane for X-plane? I don't know from where did they take those assumptions. Is that from the Navigraph survey? And they do it. They bring those results later on that FS
we are ready for
convention, whatever that is. But Flight Factor 777 won the prize as the best airplane of X-plane. Zibo, of course, won as the best freeware airplane for X-plane. As well, Toliss, because they've released the A340 for Microsoft Flight Sim now, they will be focusing on the 350 with the Flight Factor, so this is fantastic news, because I love the 350.
GOL 931, negative, Lima 1, Romeo, uniform, Yankee.
So that would be wonderful.
Right,
let's go progress page here. Optimum 384, maximum 384, cruise 400. We're gonna have to check that.
O TAN 5771 considera fora do solo aos 25, contato radar agora passando 6.700 pés. Está autorizado voar direto com o GOL, sobe ao nível 380, reporta passando 190.
There's one guy flying with us as well, or at least starting to call. Perhaps that's the guy flying to Curitiba. Yeah, probably this guy here. Maybe this guy there. Let me check that sim radar. Well, it says he's... yeah, that's the one. He's flying to Curitiba. It's on an A320. Funny that we reached the turning point before he did, like way earlier than he did, and we are on the 330. That's interesting. Brilliant. And by the way, guys, next week I will be having my sim session for the instrument rating conversion, like the training sim session, and then I'll just have 2 flights to complete my...
1752, leaving my airspace now. Citation zone Unico 122.8, have a good flight.
Over to 122.8, GOL 1752, boa tarde.
Boa tarde, bom voo.
Alright. Okay, so let's switch over. Looking nice outside. Actually, very nice weather. I wonder how is it going to be tomorrow for Kai Tak. Because tomorrow we're flying to Kai Tak from Taipei, and I mean today on the screenshots it was very marginal. you could do it, the IGS, on the IGS, but if the ceiling gets lower, that'll be a little bit difficult to do. Dark Lucinario. Hi, are you using Saint Tensions? Hello, welcome. No, we are on VATSIM. I actually never tried Saint Tensions. Some people spoke about it. I've seen other people use it. But my problem with that is it's a little bit expensive, and I'm not in the position right now to actually afford that, let's say. So let me see. Let me actually check pricing. It's free today. Get access to every premium feature for 24 hours. No commitment. Okay. But what if I don't want to have? Perfect plan for a starter, ATC not included, $49.95. What the hell? So what are we getting? Cabin crew, AI mentors, ground ops, progressive taxi, pushbacks, radio chatter, AI tour guides. The hell? Are people gonna buy this? Just to have cabin crews? Really? That's weird. Okay. And the other one. Premium for user who wants to do more. Unlimited use includes everything plus Interge plus. Well, this is where we go. ATC, premium voices, KIOPS, CPDLC, and A cars. This is what actually is interesting. IFR and VFR AI Copilot. No, I don't want that. Flight line. No idea what that is. But 15.83 a month. This is 14.17 euros paid annually. Yeah, this is a little bit pushing the limits. Yeah, and that's weird because I'm checking the the yearly option, but then they don't have a proper yearly option. So this is going to be like 114 a year, and to be fair, I prefer paying that to Navigraph to have the latest data and charts, which is really useful, rather than just having the AI stuff and just fly with a VATSIM. But it's definitely interesting. If that would be cheaper, like, I don't know, maybe like $3 or $2 a month, maybe I could at least try it. But 15 is a little bit pushing. It's a little bit pushing. But yeah, that's fine. C Mobello, hey, good evening, welcome. We're just in time. We are speeding this up as fast as we can. We're using the full power of our A330-900 here. And man, the weather is actually beautiful. We've got so many segments, and I should have warned you that I was about to do that. And here's the thing I've been noticing. You see, that there, I believe, it should be a thunderstorm, right? So thunderstorms, they go from down low ground and pretty high up. And what I've been noticing lately is that X-Plane is drawing thunderstorms on a very high level, but there is no vertical development almost at all. So the way that CVs are supposed to be looking, we don't have that. Because you can just fly below this thing and it's not scary, which is not exactly right. So I don't know, it kind of feels like that. There, I'll be looking at the performance values. You know what? Because of that, I'm actually going to put 38 first, and then we'll see. Lamau, at first people kind of seem like the AI voices from Saint Tensions. Oh, Dark Lucinary, that means it's getting good. That means it's actually getting good. That's cool. I guess that's cool. It's actually cool. Have you tried it? Daifuku, it's $18. I quit it, but I miss it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's expensive though. Maybe in the future, who knows? But not now. It's completely impossible. How's your ATPL going? Dark Lucinary, it's pretty good. I have, like I was saying, I have one simulator flight for on the next week. It will be Friday? No, it's gonna be Saturday. Yeah, Saturday I will have that simulator flight. And then I have essentially a check flight in real life, and the exam, which is gonna be like a mixed exam because I'll be doing 2 exams in one day. It's gonna be CPL exam and instrument rating for multi-engine, because I did my instrument rating on a single engine, and you have to do well, you have to unlock it, let's call it this way. You have to unlock it for the multi-engine. So essentially I have to repeat my instrument exam on a multi-engine airplane. And that's about it. That's when I finish my commercial, which is awesome. Kind of feels incredible, to be fair. Like looking back, it's been 4 years, and looking back, dude, I never even guessed I would get this far, which is incredible. And from there, I will have to be missing only the MCC. So only MCC will be like the main step for the ATPL Frozen. So I'm not sure what to do yet with this, with the MCC, because I have a couple of options, and like each option has its benefits and downsides. Essentially what I've been noticing is there is a new trend. There's different types of MCC. Essentially there are like 3 types. I'm going to call it 3 types. You have the basic MCC, which was the normal not so long ago. You have the APS MCC, which stands for Airline Pilot Standards, which is like a step further. So you learn the airplane further, you learn to program the FMC, you learn a little bit about systems, you have an extra on energy management with the jet, because, well, coming from just flying pistons and then jumping on a jet, it's very different. And well, here on the simulator we fly quite a lot jets, so I think we manage the energy quite well. Imagine a person who is going from 0 to hero and he never flew on a simulator, he never actually experienced what a jet feels like in terms of energy management. So that's for those people. And as well, the big point of the APS is because most of them are somewhat linked to certain airlines. It can be linked, or it can be like a standard one. But essentially you go one step further. And the advantages is if you do it in certain places, the APS, you can have an easier opportunity of getting into some airline if the flight school that's doing this APS MCC has a partnership. And then you have like I'm gonna call it the top-notch MCC, which is called the mentored, and only as far as I know, only one airline has it. But you can't just go there, pay for it, and do it. You do have to pass an assessment, which is essentially basically an airline assessment, which is great because essentially you are already one step in the airline. But then comes like the money stuff, the finances, all that thing, and world has been quite unstable lately, which is a shame. With all the war going on, with the fuel prices increasing, so it's been uncertain times, and I had like a plan of what I wanted to do, but right now I'm really confused. So I'm just focused on just finishing what I have left. And when the time comes, I get all my paper documentation, because when you have to do the MCC, you do have to submit some documentation to prove that you actually already finished, like the main course. And then I'll take my decision. I'll make my decision, because who knows? Things seems to be so volatile that there might be something new in the meanwhile. Who knows? But yeah, I'm looking for it. Simon, I feel the same. Yeah, about the thunderstorms. Yeah, it's a shame. But I want to believe that they know about this. Regardless, I thought about submitting a oh, that's an airport there. Submitting about like, it's not a properly bug report because it just happens everywhere, as far as I see. But every time you have a thunderstorm or some sort of bad weather, the clouds, it's at very high altitude, and then on the lower portions you have nothing, and that's really weird. So yeah. Dark Legionary, I just started mine, and well, it's definitely a lot, and it's all just ground training so far. Next year when I start actually flying. Oh, congratulations, man. Where did you start it? Where did you start it? Where are you taking your training? That's awesome, man. Here's my advice. I'm gonna call it advice. Let me just check the altitude you're approaching. 37. Okay, we've changed. Okay, to max 41, optimum 39. So we'll go to the full 400. My advice is that, well, you have the first year. You're gonna have a lot of theory. And probably from what you said, it looks like you're doing the integrated, perhaps. So my suggestion is do not skip on the theory. Like, actually learn it. There's a lot of stuff which may not be that useful, but at the same time there is a lot of stuff which actually is useful, and it will be. You will need that. You'll need that knowledge when you'll go to the airline interviews. You'll need that knowledge when you'll be operating on the airlines. You will need that knowledge when you want to unfreeze your ATPL license after you complete 1,500 hours. So do not skip on the theory. I've seen a lot of people skipping on the theory, and because I did the modular course, we start with the PPL, so we first do the PPL theory, and the PPL theory in my flight school is actually very good because it was essentially one step ahead, because they were already preparing us for that ATPL. And a lot of people went through the PPL theory just at the level of the PPL theory, but they didn't even went deep into that. And when they went towards the ATPL theory, it hit them pretty hard. So yeah, don't skip on that if you can. Are you using Google Maps or Walney? No, this is Arc Source, which I like the most because I think Google Maps is it has a lot of cuts, a lot of different colorings sometimes, especially around cities, and it's higher res, but still not as good. I usually prefer Bing, but Bing in Brazil has a lot of clouds, so I end up using Arc. And it's pretty good. It's a little bit lower res when you are down there, but overall when you get into the cruise altitude, it's looking pretty good, and it feels more natural, I would say. So I use Arc like probably 80 to 70% of my time. Nice job, thank you very much. And Dark Legionary, glad it's going well. Thank you. Ryanair is now demanding one, but they really want you to do their... So even if you did an APS MCC already, it will get you to do theirs too. Yeah, that's true, and it all costs money. I was thinking about it, so I really analyzed that. My flight school actually, I think this is public now because everybody talks about it, or at least there's. So they did some sort of a partnership, and our students now go there, or at least the ones that want to go there can try to go there, because you still have to pass the assessment. So there is no skipping with Ryanair. In fact, it's very funny if you go to the jobs page and you go into the submission of documents for Ryanair. There is a note that any candidate that will try to, what's the word I'm looking for? That will try to get into Ryanair. That will not submit his documents by this form, so essentially like the general form that everybody uses. So a candidate is trying to approach via a colleague that's perhaps in the company or something like that, they will be eliminated, completely like banned. So I find that actually very cool, because it gives a chance to people actually proving that yes, they really want to go there, they really want to be there, and it's not just like, yes, this is a friend of mine that I know he's good, and then he gets into the company and then he might be not that good or whatever, or maybe he's good, but regardless, I think it's a pretty cool opportunity. So yeah, I'm just analyzing that, because it's expensive. It's quite expensive. I have a friend of mine who's flying already for, I don't know, probably close to 7 years. Yeah, close to 7 years, and we sometimes talk, and he tells me how he did his, and then he asked me like, oh, what's the price? I did the basic ones like 1,500 or whatever. I'm like, yeah, the basic is 3,000. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, everything's doubled almost. So I don't know, that's like the problem right now, because the big carriers seems to be hiring mostly experienced pilots, and there is hiring happening, like British Airways opened, Cathay Pacific opened. I have 2 instructors from my flight school working there. Well, they no longer work with the flight school, but one of them actually soloed me. I was his first solo student, which is awesome. He's now flying 747s in Cathay Pacific, which is incredible, like, wow. The other one is flying 777. Cathay opened, there was another one, Wizz Air reopened, but they upgraded the times, so the minimum times, and now it's higher times. So I think you have to have something like 1,500 to 1,000 hours or something like that of jet time. So it's, yeah, it's hard. If you finish it and you have 200 hours, I'll have 220, I believe. Yeah, it's kind of like, well, where are you going? And then you have all these options like EasyJet. Either you do their cadet program, or you have to go there with 500 hours of jet time, A320 preferred. So you could do it with the 737 type, but they would still prefer you to have the 320 type rating. So that's hard. Wizz Air, they've changed that. Yeah, I don't know. It's Dark Lucinary. I'm actually doing it in Portugal now. I think you did it here too. Try guessing where. Oh wait, what? Are you really? Wait, do I know you? I'm now confused. Do I know you then? I might be confused now. I'm studying a lot and making plenty of notes. I also like doing a lot of the ATPL questions online. Yeah, that's a good one. I have my Astros in June, so I'm going to try doing 5. Okay, yeah, 5 seems okay. It's going to be pushing, but it's definitely possible. I don't think you do. Okay, wait, are you doing it the same flight school I'm in? Because I'm in air during college. But I've been here a while though, like in the Discord and the streams, but nothing more. Okay, because I was thinking like, if you're actually doing, when you said we were doing the ATPL in Portugal, for a minute I thought, well, if he's in my flight school, I must have crossed with him at least once. Nope, not the same as you. Okay. Alright, are you in 7 Air? IFA, Nordavia, what's the other one? AWA. And I think that's it. Seven Air. Oh, cool. So you know Ilya, right? The Russian guy who's there as well. It's funny because it's 7 Air is not a flight school who also got a Russian working, both in the marketing. At least I'm not sure if he still works there, but he's now a flight instructor. He's a great guy. Next time you see him, send him my regards. Say just Vlad sent you his regards, and if he doesn't understand you the first time, just tell him Vlad from American College will understand it. You saw him today. Awesome. He's a great guy. He's a very nice guy. Well, that's really cool, man. If you ever fly to Evora, let me know on the Discord. Perhaps I'll be there in the same day. You can even text him. Yeah, send him my regards. That's fun. Very cool. That's pretty cool, man. What is going to be your first airplane that you'll be flying? Can you type the name of your flight school? Yes, of course. Air Ream College. There you go. What is going to be the first type of airplane you fly? Because we flew on the 2002, but because you guys have so many airplanes, you have Pipers, you have 152s, you have Tecnam's P2008, and I still feel like you have another one. Do you have Diamonds, the single engine one? It's not for a Diamond, the A40. I think the A40 is as well. Like, you have a whole amount of airplanes. I'm now curious because I've seen a bunch of them. I've seen Pipers. I've seen Diamonds. Twin engines for sure. Single engines maybe. 152s for sure. So Cessnas. Tecnams as well. Oh, if you got the twin engine Tecnam as well, the 2006. I'm Dutch, so I'm pretty tall. I think I'm starting on a Piper, and otherwise the Tecnam 2002. Oh, okay, okay. So probably for you, what I'm guessing is, I have colleagues who flew the Piper privately, and everybody says that the Piper is extremely comfortable. And it feels like a proper airplane, not like the Tecnam, even though the Tecnam is not bad. But my guess is you would probably be flying than the Piper, or at least you would maybe feel more comfortable on the Piper. But again, I never flown there. I'm pretty tall as well. I am 1 meter and 92. So yeah, I feel the small cockpits sometimes. I'm hoping I can fly the DA-42 later. You should be able to do it on the instrument part of the course, on CPL perhaps, instead of the Tecnam 2006. Yeah, I do fly the 2006. It's a cool airplane. The seating is a little bit weird. So the seats are like very hard. So last time I flew, I did 2 legs on the same day, 2.5 hours. Man, my ass hurt. For real. Because, yeah, the seating is a little bit weird, and you cannot put the seating higher or lower. So if you wanna come forward, your knees will be almost hitting the yoke, which is a little bit weird. But you'll end up being fine with that. It's a cool airplane, not very powerful. So if you do the single engine practice, it climbs barely. Everybody says the DA-42 is superior. We also have the Cessna 150 and the 152. Oh yeah, the 150 Aerobat as well. I think you have for the upset recovery training. That's very cool. Sync Crash Flyer, Small World. Oh yeah, yeah. The more I see it, actually, the more I understand that it is in fact a very small world, aviation. I'm like 190, but the doctor made a mistake because he measured 187, even though I'm way taller than the guy who's 150, 185 in my class. Well, it's alright. It's alright. Well, then we are basically at the same height. Because I'm 192, so it should be the same. That's pretty cool, man. Is it? I think this year we're gonna have the Air Summit. This is like a oh my god, I'm missing the name. Holy cow! It's a very big event that they do in your base in Pont-Sur Aerodrome, and they do it every 2 years. I mean, they do it every year, but it's like every 2 years they go and do it on the aerodrome, and then they change it and do it in Lisbon, like in a tent. But it's more of a business event rather than air show and so on. And 2 years ago it was there. It was like an amazing air show. Spitfire was there, which was incredible. Wait, no. Was it that year? No, it was the other year. Oh my god, so many times passed already. Spitfire was 4 years ago, never mind. But last year there was the A321neo of TAP as well, with the flybys, F-16s, all that stuff. And of course, I mean, I think all the flight schools go there. So if this year I'll go there with my flight school, I hope I'll meet you there. I heard something about that. I think it's coming soonish. Yeah, it should be in... I don't want to lie, but I believe it's like October, September, something like that. Let me check. I'm actually curious now. Air Summit 2026, and it will be October. Yeah, correct. So October from 15 to 17 of October. That's 3 days. And that's usually a really cool one. Last year it rained as hell. It was actually a little bit scary because we like got proper thunderstorms passing, and it rained so hard it started to rain inside of the tent where everybody was doing exhibitions. Everybody had like TVs, computers, all that stuff. So it was a little bit like, oof. Well, this wasn't supposed to be happening, but it was pretty intense. At the same time, it was very beautiful because it was sunset. All those thunderstorms were starting to come closer to sunset, so it was beautiful. And then when the sun set, it actually hit it very hard. So yeah, that's a cool event. That's a cool event. Make sure to come by. I will come by as well because I usually talk with it. Yeah. Dude, this is a long flight. I mean, 38 minutes. 38 minutes so far. We still have, yeah, like an hour and something. Flying Mach 84. You know what? Let me accelerate the simulation time, because there is no point. Do we have ATC? Let me confirm. ATC ahead. Doesn't seem like. Brasilia Center. Oh, some parts of it seems to be. Brasilia Center. Okay, I'll leave it then. I'll leave it for now. But yeah, it was not funny. Sync crash flyer. Yeah, I think some people actually had damaged either the computer or something. I'm pretty sure I will. I'm here on campus, so like literally on the aerodrome grounds. Oh, perfect then. So it will be literally a walk for you. It's usually near the tower. What they did, where I mean, the first time I was there, they did it in that very large hangar where they are doing now the 320 maintenance. there's a White Airways, I think, or there was a White Airways A320 doing maintenance there. So the first year it was inside that hangar. 2 years ago it was inside of a tent, pretty large tent as well. Usually what's not very cool is they don't manage very well the access to the outside, so there is very little space to go actually watch the show. Because of that, there's a lot of people just piling up. I think the first year was perhaps a little bit better. It was a bit more open space. Yeah, nope, there we go. I think we've got Central calling me 1340. 1340.
Centro Brasília, o Azul 2920.
Azul 2920, Brasília.
Azul 2920, decolado de Campinas ao Zuno 557. Solicita IFR para Confins.
It's funny, did you talk a lot of Brazilian there?
Azul 2920, transponder 4156.
4156, Azul 2920.
Brasilia Center, boa tarde. GOL 1752, heavy flight level 400, direct to Astop.
GOL 1752, Brasilia Center, radar contact, maintain flight level 400.
We'll maintain flight level 400, GOL 1752. It's funny because I think I said flight level 400, right? In EASA rules, at least I believe, you should say flight level 400, not 400. But they say they're 400. Could that be a legislation difference, perhaps? That's pretty cool.
Tá no centro Brasília, sempre não coordena com VFR, coordena a frequência livre.
Nice layer of clouds ahead. A lot of fields. And I haven't flown to the Netherlands for a long time, actually, now that I think of it. I really want to fly again on the Embraer to London City with the KLM. I think last time we tried it went really bad again with the FPS. But perhaps once they fix that, and the Embraer will actually be working, we could do it. We could do it. Alright, let's clear this. Let's go secondary flight plan. I'm going to copy the active so we'll the other one. Performance. Just checking here. VF 141 for flaps full. This looks good. We're going to be definitely using flaps full for this approach. And we're slowly starting to approach our destination. So here's my suggestion, guys. How about we start looking into some weather, perhaps some charts, so that we can actually see and plan ahead of what can there be in the future. So let's analyze this. Let me put this on and this on. So starting with the weather. Let's see, for now this has been, well, it's just, it's been an hour that they didn't update this one. 350 at 11, variable between 330 and 030, visible to more than 10 feet, at 2600, temperature 30, QNH1008, so pretty good. It looks like, yes, they're definitely taking us to Epcon. I want to see the TAF as well, just so I can check that the trend of the wind is going to be the same. Yeah, the wind's going to stay more or less the same, no 80s, so that's fine. We're going to be arriving via Edrex. We have to cross it above flight level 190 and over above level 130. Septi Epcon. Okay. From there, interestingly enough, Well, this one is actually good for us. So we can vacate here on GOL perhaps. The runway is not very long, 2,400 meters, so no floaters. Land on the zone. Let's see approach. This is going to be RNP Yankee. Oh, perhaps we can use the SLS function of the Airbus. No, SLS, we don't have SLS here. Oh, LNAV, VNAV, no LPV. Okay, so no SLS. We can still have FLS. Oh, actually, this could be a very interesting topic to bring on. Do you guys know what is FLS and SLS on the Airbuses? That's very cool. And, I'm gonna have to drink a little bit of water. Give me a minute.
GOL 1418 Brasilia.
Alright, now I'm back. So we could talk a little bit. I think I brought this already a couple of times, but without a proper presentation. But essentially, you guys know that on the Airbus, we use LS push buttons as landing system, right? To do the ILS, all that stuff. And we do have the magenta indications, the little diamonds, to know whether we are on path, whether we are on the localizer or on the glide slope. And when we're using the GPS approaches, we do not use the LS push buttons, usually, at least on the old Airbuses, right? Because you had the green brick that would be following, and then you would activate the approach, and then it would switch to something like app nav and then final app, and then it would follow that green brick. You still do this, however, Airbus invented, or they developed, a couple of functions, one of which is the SLS, and SLS is essentially LPV, like localizer performance with vertical guidance. Basically what you get on the ILS, it's kind of like an ILS but constructed with the GPS. And so, Airbus, when you have this kind of accuracy, it allows you to use the LS push buttons, and the indications will be very similar with the ILS. In fact, it will be basically the same, except it will say that it's a GPS approach, which is really cool. And then they have another thing which is called FLS, which stands for FMS Landing System, where the flight computer essentially programs an approach that looks like an ILS based on GPS, but then it uses the baro altitude instead of the GPS altitude for the guidance. But again, you still use the LS push buttons for that. So let's see, because we're going for the RNP for sure. RNP Yankee will gonna come from Epcon, 4,000 feet there. I'm pretty sure that we might be able to use that. So let's see, arrival. Let's go RNAV 32 Yankee. Now this is where, push this aside. It's gonna be ADRAX 1 Bravo via, well, no transitions via Epcon already. Insert this. Let's confirm. Zoom this in. Yep, that's correct. Restrictions are all correct as well. Fantastic. Okay, very good. So now, I want to see. I don't think this was in performance. Yeah, there you go. See? It's actually in performance. So what was not in performance? Or maybe I'm just confusing. You have the two options. You have the final app approach mode, which uses the green brick, which is the old one, or you have the FLS option, which is the one I want to use, because essentially they are kind of the same. The mode of operation is different, but they will essentially execute the same. The difference is that the green one, well, the final app, it will do the guidance from back here as you pass the initial approach fix. The green brick will give you all this guidance throughout here, so this is why it is still used on authorization required approach, because it's a curved one. The FLS one will only do it as this would be like an ILS. Very simple. So because this one doesn't have any curved stuff, for me there is no point of using the other one, because we'll be arriving via here. We'll still use the VNAV, all that stuff. We'll use managed altitude. Oh, this is the name of the point. What the hell? I thought this was an altitude restriction, and I thought flight level 988 sounds or looks a little bit weird. So that's why you kind of noticed me stutter there. This is the name of the point. Never mind. So I would rather use this as an ILS and have just normal indications like ILS. The only thing is that the diamonds will be doubled, so for us to not forget this is a GPS based approach. But yes, it's a 3-degree descent. We've got our final approach fixed. Regardless, it seems pretty good. Minima is 452, so in my opinion I would probably use it that way.
Brasilia, passou a mensagem.
Swappy, hey! How are you? Welcome. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty well. A little bit tired. It's been a long week, so it feels good to be at home finally. And it's great to have you here, guys, and doing the flight with you. So it's fantastic. Synchronous Flyer, did we cheat on sim time? No, I did not speed it up. I ended up not speeding it up. But here's what we're gonna not do. I will not be able to do the replay. We're gonna have to park, and I'll have to go because I will still have to do a tutoring session. So, all right, let me just put this here. QNH 1009. We've got the update 11 minutes ago. Temperature 30, wind 350 at 11. So we'll have a slight crosswind from the right. Flaps full for the approach, and minimas 452 in the barrow. We'll use the FLS, so we're gonna have to engage the LS push buttons, and you will see that the indications, like the diamonds, they will not look as in on the ILS, but we'll be able to follow them just like an ILS. This is very, very good. Very, very good. Alright, so that's all set. Progress page. Let's put Sierra Bravo, Foxtrot Lima, runway 32. We've got 336 miles to go. Performance, well, we've done that. To the top of the descent, we've got 212 miles. I think it's still early to do a... why is it a shadow here? I think this is Curitiba. Maybe. To where I thought of flying, but then Florianópolis is much more beautiful, so I decided to just leave it. And there should be an airport down here. I'm not seeing it. There should be one. Ah, there it is. No one there. Yeah, no, that's not Curitiba, that's something else. Curitiba is gonna be ahead of us somewhere. Yeah, well ahead of us still. But it's cool. Exploring Brazil. We have to explore the north as well. But I kind of think that we have to take the caravan, because They have some very nice flights for the Caravan, proper airline Caravan, which is fun. So yeah. Dark Lucianero, by the way, I'm just lurking since I'm studying. You're doing well, man. Man, keep studying. That's the important stuff. What are the first exams you plan to take? The first 5 you said. Swappy, is this Toliss or default one? This is Toliss. This is the Toliss one. It's the Neo. Neo, I've got the engine mod from Mango, which, to be fair, is very nice and brings this airplane to the next level. If I could only push the rest of the texturing to a higher quality, that would be even better, but that's just a limitation of my computer. So someday I will update it. Someday I'll update the graphics card. But yeah, and the sound pack is also Mango, but I do not...
Go 1752, go for the available, frequency can approve, bye bye.
Over to 122.8, Gol 1752, boa tarde.
Alright.
And boa tarde means good evening in Portuguese. Wolney, Caravan and the African flying, yeah, as well. That as well. There is a lot of stuff in Africa. The thing is, Africa is huge. It's like freaking huge, as is Brazil, which is it's just stupid huge. Because yeah, when I was planning today, what flight would I be taking? Dude, yes, they do have flights that are like 1 hour long, but I wanted to take something slightly longer, so I did. It was quite longer, but it's impressive. Like, the country is amazing. We do need to keep exploring it, and a little bit more of the north as well. There's a lot of forests there, a lot of smaller airfields, regional ones, which I think is going to be really nice to try. In a general aviation airplane, yes. And you know which airplane that's general aviation, which is taking a lot of my attention lately? There has been a quiet release of the PAE Bonanza A36, which has the old cockpit, like with the conventional instruments. Not the G36, which they also did, but the one with the older cockpit, and it looks really nice. And I feel like that one went under the radar of most people. It's a little bit more expensive, yes, but I think it has functional CBs, so circuit breakers are all simulated. The startup sounds are very nice, like all the sounds are very nice. It comes together with the reality expansion pack. You can actually check the oil stick, the drip stick. So you open the cowling when you do the walk around, and you can actually see like the oil stick, and you see the oil level by that, not by the menu as it is on other airplanes, which is amazing. They say it flies quite nice. It has compatibility with the TDS GTN XI 750 as well, and it just looks good, and it's a fast performing airplane. It is not well, it doesn't have the anti-icing capabilities of the Cirrus, which I still think is amazing, but it's really not. I mean, the Cirrus is like a Ferrari, I don't know. It flies fast, has basic de-icing capabilities, extremely IFR ready, has a brilliant autopilot. What else? It's easy to fly, comfortable. So yeah. So if you really want a nice Caravan 208, I was looking at a recent release in Microsoft Flight Sim, very tempting. Oh, the black square, I think they just released it like a couple of days ago, I think. Yep. I checked V1 simulations live stream, but like very quickly when he was showcasing the Caravan, and it seemed to be flying pretty well. I did not stay for the landing. I literally popped in, watched like 1.5 minutes, and just went away. But yeah, still. Q400 is that nice airplane, nice plane. Sync Crash Flyer. What do you mean? Like, has anti-icing capabilities? Is great, all that stuff. Q400. No, it's not. I'm not saying it's a bad airplane. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. Okay, so let's do an arrival briefing. So it gets done already. We have so we'll have everything in mind. And this way, when the descent comes, we'll be fine. Just before that, really quickly, let me do the following. So we needed to be at APCON at 4,000 feet. I think it's a good way. So APCON, I want to go flight plan, EDREX for instance. Put APCON here. I want to be at 4,000 there. We are flight level 400. So 40 minus 4 is 36. 36 times 3 will be 108. I will add 15 miles for sure because this airplane is a bloody glider. So 108. That'll be 118, 123, so that'll be 123 miles radius for our descent, and I want to see if that actually comes. Yeah, so our top of descent comes even earlier than that, so that's good. Okay, you ready, guys? Let's go for it. So far the states of the airplanes all looking good. Weather, latest update is looking fantastic as well. We've got some wind there, 350, 10 knots, not significant. Good visibility, few clouds, 2,600, temperature 30. It's hot. It's, I mean, 30 is not hot, but it's warm. QNH 1009er is set. No temps, fine. Anti-ice not required. I'll have the terrain radar on. You know what? I will have the terrain radar on for this one because the weather is not significant here. So I think it's more valuable to have the terrain radar on. Our top descent is in 144 miles. So not that far away, but still a little bit to go. We'll be arriving via the EDREX 1 Bravo arrival on page 10-2 Bravo effective from the 30th of October of 2025, relatively new procedure. Our transition level is by ATC, which is going to be flight level 100. Let me put it down here already, because the transition altitude is 9,000, so I'm going to assume 1,000 above. Yeah, let me change that. There we go. Now we do have a couple of constraints here. This, by the way, is for running 3-2 category Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and Delta. RNAV 1 or GNSS is required, so we comply with that. And from EDREX, we have to pass over flight level 190 to off Honolulu Pudney above flight level 140 for Bulbro, Ilnu above 8,000, DMOC 70 above 7, EPCON initial approach fix 4,000 feet. Now I am planning to stay 4,000 feet there. From this point, we jump into the page 12-2. This is RNP Yankee running 3-2, effective from the same date, 30th of October. And we jump from EPCON at 4,000 feet. I want to be there at 4,000 feet because, again, this airplane is a glider. And I want to be a little bit less, a little bit lower. I prefer to be a little bit lower to have time to descend and do everything properly, because we have like 6 miles to descend 1,500 feet, which is, yeah, it's alright. It's fine, but still. So this is RNL, our final approach course is 321. Platform altitude 1,640, so it's actually below the 2,000 feet marking. So here is where FLS will actually help us out, because we can just maintain the 2,500, intercept the fake glide slope, and just keep descending just fine. Minimum for us is going to be 452, that's already set. And airport elevation is basically sea level, which is good. Important things, MSA. MSA for us, considering a go-around, 5,700 in the southwestern quadrant and 4,600 on the northwest quadrant. 3,400 otherwise. We do have some obstacles here, some mountains that are pretty high, 1,716 here, 1,415 there. So we'll have to pay attention, and as well you can see that the grid right here is 8,300. That's for a reason. There is some terrain there. We'll be watching for it. That's why we both are using the terrain radar mode on. So yeah, we're gonna go Epcon 4000, FL 989 at 2,500, and at this point I'll be just leveling off 2,500. We'll be intercepting our GPS glide path and doing a normal approach. In case we go missed, we'll climb to 6,000. We'll maintain course 321 until Sudba for holding. We'll require a minimum climb gradient of 3.5%. We'll comply with that, so 6,000 feet it is. And looking good. Radar navs, we don't have any radar navs, but what we do need to check is the GPS integrity, because for whatever reason there can be GPS failures, and we can check here for our destination and estimated time of arrival, minus 15 minutes to plus 15 minutes. We have the GPS covered on all of that, so that's great. That is very good. Now for our alternate, we have to have 5.8 tons of fuel. We're looking good. I think we'll be more than fine with that. In fact, I don't think I've ever deleted the discontinuity. Yeah, I didn't. Right here, so let me clear that. And well, we should be arriving over the airport with plenty of fuel. Let me actually come here to fuel protection. 8.4, so we should be more than fine. Seems like the planning actually gave us a little bit more fuel than we needed. Nonetheless, because this is a short runway, I want to come here and do a reset and a compute. Flaps full. Pilot VAP is going to be 0. We'll use ground speed mini. It's 10 knots. We can even do it with brakes low, and that's exactly what I'll do. I don't want to smoke the brakes, but still, we have plenty of margin. Let me see if I put this to medium. Yeah, 200 meters, not going to be it. 200 meters, full and low compute. That is set. Alright, auto brake low seems to be just fine. We'll of course use auto brake. We'll of course use reverse, and after we land, I'll try to vacate via Golf, so perhaps a little bit of manual braking will be required. We'll turn via the left towards Golf. And never mind, the parking positions are right here. We're going to be parking on this stand right here. 03 left for the large jets, so this is where we're going to be going in. Alright. Or perhaps 04. Because we can fit there as well, and we have the jetway for the passenger to disembark. Special considerations. I don't think there will be any special considerations. TAP Portugal actually flies here with the A330-900. So I've checked that. All seems good. We just need to remember that there is some terrain around the field. We're going to consider that. We're not overweight, and basically we're looking good. Missed approach as well, we'll do read and do. That's the arrival briefing complete. We're ready to go. We're ready to go. Wow, look at that. That's quite beautiful. Swappy, the only one I see next plane is that one from Tranda, which has not been updated for quite a while. Swappy, I don't think it actually requires any update. In my opinion, what they could do for it is optimization. Because the Caravan is supposed to be a simple plane. In terms of systems, there is not much going on. I mean, yes, it's a turboprop, of course. But but you don't have complex systems like here with hydraulics, with all that stuff, APUs, etc., etc. And it runs worse than the 330 here, for instance, or even the 777. So this is what I would probably like them to fix. The sounds are fine, the physics are fine, the visuals are fine. In fact, you have, I don't want to lie, but I think you have 2 types of seats with 2 types of cabin configurations plus a cargo. Plus, if you put cargo in, you can actually see when you put the cargo in and what type of cargo it is, and it changes depending on the amount of cargo you put there. You have the cargo pod, and it comes with 2 versions of the Caravan, the long one and the normal one, the shorter one. It also comes with the float plane version, so you get a lot of stuff. And of course you can change the tires, you can put like mud covers, you can put there was something else you could change, like there's a bunch of stuff. You can change the dirtiness of the airplane, so there is a lot of stuff. There's a lot of airplane for that, but it's just so heavy on the FPS, man. What I don't like about it, it feels hard to land for me. Like, it flies nice when you are on the cruise or when you're descending, something like that, but I hate to flare it, man. Every time I just smash it on the ground, and that's a bit annoying. Sinkers Fire, the de-ice airplane. Well, yes. Well, the King Air also has it, and I would take the King Air rather than the Q400. I don't know, man. The Q400 for me is just like, I don't know. I just don't want to. I don't know. Swappy, be right back. Switching to phone, no problem. I saw that they are planning to update it to X-Plane 12 flight model in 2026. Oh, so it's not even updated with the flight model then. Well, even better. I hope they do. I hope they fix they optimize it. This is what actually is the most annoying, probably for me, is that we well, it's hard to optimize, or not hard to optimize, but it's hard on the computer. Yeah, the terrain changed quite significantly. Okay, we are approaching. We're definitely approaching our top of descent. Let me see, when are we supposed to arrive? 2007. Yeah, I'll be late for class. Screw me. The one I'm very waiting for, and it's a turboprop, which is gonna be absolutely insane, is the Metroliner. I'm so waiting for that airplane. I miss it so much from X-Plane 11 with that freeware, what was it called? Starving Pilot? Yeah, I think it was. Starving Pilot Metroliner. Dude, that airplane, and it had 2 versions. It had the passenger and the cargo version. Ah, it was just so awesome. That airplane flew really well. It was a really, really cool one. Seems like it sometimes is bumping a little bit, just of that air turbulence, but not much. I don't think I'll be putting this in belt sign just yet. Or maybe I should. Maybe that's because of the terrain. It's becoming a little bit more bumpy, I'm not sure. Wow, look at that. Look at that river there. Wow, that's beautiful. Outside view. I really like the way this livery looks on this airplane. I must admit. I think it fits very well. Pretty awesome. Great job. If you want to get this livery, by the way, the link is down on the description. It's a free livery, of course. Q400 is nice, but it's just too much to fly quite heavy on frames. I'd rather fly Toliss. I really miss the 737-200 from X-Plane 11. Yeah, Swappy, that's another airplane I'm really waiting for. Because I think Snacks was the one posting some 737-300 screenshots. And dude, that cockpit looks cozy. And I think the 737-200 looks even more. So I think that would be great to have a vintage airplane for shorter hops. I'd love to do some Southwest ops. And I mean, that airplane flew basically anywhere in the world. So it would be really, really awesome to fly it. And I think they had a cargo version as well, right? Pretty sure. One thing I want to do with it is fly the milk run in Alaska, because I think it would be insane. I'd be probably tired to death, but just imagine flying the milk run from Seattle to Anchorage. I don't remember how many stops is there. I did it once. I think I did it like Christmas or pre-Christmas sometime. Oh wow. But I really want to do it. This is Curitiba, by the way, I think. Yeah, let me actually check. So Alaska Milk Run, because they still do it. Let me put this on so you guys can see it as well. And there was even like on their own page, I think they have like the full description and the flights, and the scenery is amazing. Yeah, so I remember this picture. Now this is the 300, I guess, or the Combi. Has no winglets. I guess 300. Oh yeah, there we go. So it depends. I did the one with the most stops, so I did this one. I think I did the flight 65. We did Seattle, Ketchikan, Wrangell, Petersburg, Juneau, Anchorage. Yeah, this is the one I did. So this one does not stop on some of the airports from Juneau. So essentially you've got one that stops on the airports to Juneau and then goes direct from Juneau to Anchorage, and then you have another one that goes to Juneau directly but then stops on other stops. It's this one, okay, so it goes Seattle, Juneau, Yakutat, Cordova, and then Anchorage, but I feel like it's missing one, because this one does not have Sitka, and Sitka is awesome. Anchorage, Cordova, Yakutat, Juneau, Seattle, so this is the same. 6-4, Juneau, Petersburg, Wrangell, Ketchikan, Seattle. This is from Anchorage. No, this is not it. This is, okay, these two are the same. And this one goes to from Fairbanks. Fairbanks, Anchorage, Juneau, Sitka, Ketchikan, Seattle. I would love to stop in Sitka, because Sitka is amazing. But at the same time, well, if we don't really need to do it, we could just fly there on another day. So Seattle, Ketchikan, Sitka, Juneau, Anchorage. Now I think I would do this one because I've never been to Yakutat and Cordova. Juneau has a nice approach as well. So we would either just put Sitka right here and do Seattle, Sitka, Juneau, Yakutat, Cordova, Anchorage, but I don't think that would make any sense. This one seems pretty cool. This is the one I would probably do next time. Yeah. Probably that one. Probably that one. Alright, we are approaching our top of the sand. In fact, we are just 15 miles out. I wanted to see if we can spot the airport of Curitiba. but it's like I'm not seeing it. It should be here on the left. Perhaps covered by the cloud. Anyway, seatbelt sign on. No descent checklist. Not a Boeing. We've got 11 miles to go. Let's go and set 4,000 feet directly. There it is. No one there. There's one airplane behind us flying to that city. Okay, and let's see. 4 miles. When we'll hit 4 miles, I'll hit the descent button. So the airplane will descend at minus 1,000 feet until it catches the profile. Miles. And 4 miles. Descent. So now the airplane will maintain that minus 1,000. Yeah, the Toliss is cool. I should get the cargo eventually, because I only have the passenger version. Because I got the passenger version on the discount. The cargo version was without the discount, and now I have the discount for the cargo version. So yeah. Swapping. I think there is another 737 releasing soon, which would be freeware. Oh yes, I saw that one, the 400. That's the 400. I'm actually looking forward to that. I think it was supposed to be released on the 15th. No. Fly course, something like that. I think it was something like that. I know I follow them on the Discord. Yeah, it's a flight course. Announcement. We know our plans on the final delivery phase, but there are still some details to be resolved. Therefore, we're granting 2 more weeks. The launch is scheduled for Saturday, the 28th of this month, March. We apologize for this, but it is necessary to ensure we deliver something perfect and special for you. More information about the project progress will be sent by then, explaining the reason for the additional time frame. It is actually looking pretty good. Like, the night cockpit is looking very nice, and I like the way that they shown how it was like before and after. It's looking pretty nice. I'm not sure that the FMC is going to be out of the default. Yeah, but still, that'd be pretty cool. Alright, there we go. We catch the profile. We're descending nicely. Wet 5. Wet minus 5. What does that mean? Anybody has a guess? I'll take a screenshot of this. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that airplane. That's cool. And there was somebody who recently... Oh man, look at that terrain. That terrain is looking nice. Who recently posted, uploaded, in fact, to the forums, updated texturing for the Dinarica A220. And like, the textures look pretty well. The plane doesn't fly very well though. Yeah. Simon, runway CC? Ah, runway condition? For the row ops for the runway weather ops? How can I change that then? Runway condition code. Okay, so it's wet 5, but there has to be a way for me to change that, right? No? Traffic selector. Interesting. Near the gear lever. Ah! Okay. Oh! This is brilliant. We'll leave it on dry then. Thank you very much. This is very cool. Okay, excellent. And the views are really awesome. Look at that! Holy cow! Wait. I'm gonna cheat on this, but I want to get into that valley. Where is it? Okay, about here. Probably about here. That was a huge valley. Yeah, right here. Whoa. Okay. Pretty awesome. I don't know why, but I like this view like this. Kinda looks cool. What is this? Do I press it? Probably some light. Gloves. Braiding hood. Yeah, to put the stuff here. Man, this cabin is huge. 2 seats. Oxygen mask. Press to test doesn't work. Oh, speaking of that. Press to test. Oh, it doesn't work? Really? Oh. So I'm now wearing it, I guess. Yeah, okay. Alright. I'll take that. ROW ROBS is an Airbus feature. ROW stands for runway overrun warning. ROB stands for runway overrun prevention system. Ah, okay, so that's the thing where the plane calls runway too short and you have to go around. Very cool. Thank you very much. I had no idea. This is awesome. Very good. Alright, 1009. Before I forget, let me put this on the standby. I'd like to have it a little bit earlier. So 1009 is set there on the standby. And it's looking good. It is looking good. We're starting to see the ocean, approaching the coastline. Speed is good. We're barely burning any fuel. This is almost idle. We were idling at 550. So now at 620, not idle power, but enough to keep some speed up. While at the same time descending. I believe the headwind is what's causing this as well. But that's alright. Very good. 1 hour and 28. We had 1 hour and 55 estimated. Let's see, when are we supposed to land? 2007. I think it will be probably a little bit later than that, but we'll see. We will see. I like the 330. I really like. I just wish people would look less at the graphics of the thing and more at the systems and how it flies. And I think it's one of the best airplanes out there as well. Of course, nothing beats the 777. That's just on its own level of quality. But yeah, 330 is really cool. I love the way you can feel the weight of it. Just taxing feels empowering. The way you do it, really nice. More so, I kind of feel more this one than the Felis, to be fair. Felis still feels a little bit like, I don't know. A bit too floaty, I think. But maybe it was like that. Again, not sure. To get the cargo version. Right, we're passing 21. 21 minus 4 is 17. 17 times 3 will be 51. 51, and In fact, I could have just put the thing here. Let me go fix info, clear this. Let's put it there, and Epcon to the progress page. So I said 51, we're 70 miles out. We're looking good. We're looking more than good, in fact. A very floaty airplane, this one. Tell me this, guys, if I would be doing a spotting video, like virtual spotting with some crosswind landings or whatever, which airport do you think would be nice to catch that? Like, it has to be an airport where it's relatively easy to film, where I can just put, let's say, choose a spot where I can put my virtual camera, let's call it that way, where it actually looks nice. It's not FPS heavy, so you can fly anything there, but it has to be somewhat popular. I was initially thinking of Amsterdam, but Amsterdam is too FPS heavy, so it doesn't work. So then I thought maybe something in America, but then I don't know what. Like, I don't know, Atlanta? San Francisco? San Francisco is a little bit weird sometimes, so I don't think it's a good idea. Denver is too high altitude, but it could be. Actually, it could be. I don't know. Swappy, I think V1 also mentioned the same about Phillies and its ground handling a while ago. Yeah, that's kind of like it. You don't feel that airplane heavy. It doesn't feel big. It's just too fast on everything. Which is a little bit of a shame, because you want to have this large feeling, heavy feeling of airplane, and I think the best feeling so far that I've been noticing is on the 330. It's 330, 777 is somewhat there, almost, I would say, pretty good, but I would still prefer the 330. The 7478 from SSG actually felt pretty heavy in the air, so that was that as well. But yeah, I like the Phillies, but you can put it like very, very heavy, and then the thing just kind of like, I don't know, yeah. Synchronous Fire, when do we land? Well, the computer says we will be landing at 2007. So that will be in 15 minutes. In exactly 15 minutes. Swappy, Madeira is a cool spotting place, but my idea was actually bringing as much different airplanes as possible. So bring old ones, so it could be like, it could be planes that fly there in real life, but at the same time having planes that either flew there in real life in the past or completely fictional. So my idea is to have as much diversity with planes as possible. So I don't know. It has to be somewhat of a big airport. Yeah, it has to be somewhat of a big airport. And now we're completely on idle, I think. No, we're not. Still not on idle. But we will be soon. This way. Synchronous Flyer, perfect. Then I can quickly get some cookies. Oh, make sure to bring some for us as well. Dude, look at this view. It's very nice. It's very nice out there. Really nice. Simon, that's the thing. I thought about Amsterdam, but Amsterdam is terrible on the FPS. So it has to be somewhere that's relatively okay. Maybe Miami. Maybe like Miami, maybe, I don't know. Miami doesn't seem to have a good spot for the recording, but it could be Miami. Could be Miami or what's the other one? Las Vegas could be too. Yeah, like Miami or Los Angeles. I don't know. Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale. Yes, it's pretty large. Not sure if too many heavies fly there though. Saint Martin would be a good fit, but it's kind of like the same as Madeira. A lot of it's like very specific. It's very specific. You would get those airplanes there that normally fly there. I don't know. I think it would be weird to, let's say, bring a... I don't know. Actually, St. Martin is not that bad. I'll think about it. I'm still going, still looking for the normal, like normal. When I say normal, I want to mean like average international airport. But yeah, what's the flap limitation for flaps? One is 240. Okay. Yeah, 240. There it is. Alright, cabin crew, seats for landing in 10 minutes. Would you look at that? The airport is on that island. It's pretty awesome. Alright, 10,000 feet, let's put the lights on, let's engage the LS push buttons on, and as you can see, FLS, change the flight level QNH1009, set here, set there. As you can see, it says here FLS, and it's a double diamond icon. There's the 3°, and we've got distance from the runway, so, and you can actually see the purple line very much as a localizer, but it's not a localizer, and it does not have the performance of a localizer. You have to remember that. Chicago or Philadelphia. Oh, Philadelphia could be. Or Chicago. You know what? I think I would prefer Chicago. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put that one. I'm gonna put that one on my list. Bloody brilliant. It's looking amazing. This approach is really awesome. And we've got some beautiful weather as well. To enjoy the views, let's do by the way the approach checklist. Alright, barrel ref set 1009 on both sides, on 3 sides actually, and it's all cross-checked. Seatbelts is on minimums, we've set as 452, which is correct. Auto brake is low, engine mode selector is on normal. Approach checklist is complete. Now we're going on idle. Alright, let's change this to that, and I'm going to put 2,200 already. Gonna have a little bit of a moment of a level off here to lose some speed. Start configuring the airplane. Simon, Anchorage, it would be mainly cargo heavies though. Ah, that's a good idea. You know what? Now I'm gonna think about it, because Anchorage would be the perfect spot for a cargo. For a cargo team spotting, like old birds, all that stuff. Speed, altitude, constraint, start. Alright, I want to put some flaps. There we go, fantastic. We've entered approach mode. Altitude constraint. So I'll let it go past VFE minus 10. I'll deploy flaps 1. So we're going to keep losing speed, because otherwise we will not be slowing down at all. And VFE minus 10, flaps 1. And looking good. Trust descent, descend. Trust idle. Probably need some speed brakes for this. Maybe. Yeah, profile's going up. Some speed brakes. Help it out a little bit. And there's the airport. Man, this is awesome. What an approach. This is beautiful. Alright, there's VFE. Let me go vertical speed, help you out. Drop the speed a little bit more, and we'll put flaps 2. Flaps 2, speed brakes out, or stowed. Flap relief. Oh, we're fine. Flap 2 is 196. Ah, okay. I see. I see. Oh, there we go, we're approaching the glide. Let's do 180. And as you can see, it looks very much like an ILS, but this is not an ILS. There's the turn, and if I hit approach, there we go, F lock star, F approach, because it's FMS. But manage speed now. F glide slope. Captured, fantastic. I'm going to start to level off. And there's the localizer, so-called localizer. Very good. Missed approach will be 6,000 feet set. We'll get on the speed. Bit of an overshoot there. Swappy, looking nice. Tempted to fly this route tomorrow. Sure. Or you may join us coming up to Kaitak on the 76 cargo. That's a cool one as well. Right, 2,500 feet above.
2,500.
That's checked. F lock. I don't think there is anybody there. Yeah, there's nobody there to talk to us. Let's go gear down. Spoiler's armed. And let's start to slow down this guy.
2,000.
That's checked. VFE minus 10, flaps 3. And looks very much like an ILS. Runway's in sight. Flaps full. The wind is not helping very much. Let's go. Whoops. Landing checklist. Go around altitude 6,000 feet. Set. Cabin crew was advised. Eco memo. Landing no blue. Landing checklist is complete. Oh, I don't think we'll be able to slow down in time. May very quickly deploy a little bit. I'm gonna continue until 500 with VFR. Oh, come on, I don't want to go on the missed approach because I'm unstable.
1,000.
That's checked. We'll go until 500. Slow down. I forgot how heavy this was. That's checked. 200 feet to go. Man, it's not slowing down. Holy cow. Alright, 100 feet to go. Speed brake armed.
100 above.
Autopilot off. That was close. No power still.
Minimum 400.
Continue. Alright, this would be unstable, guys. I
300.
would have been going around at this point. I'm not going to do it because I have to give a small touring session
200.
and I'm already late. So, this is the reason, okay? And now I'm going to go with the power. But this is unstable
100.
and this would be a go around. I have plenty of fuel to do it.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Touchdown. Spoilers. Reverse green. Brake low. I'm gonna vacate at the very end. As 100 knots. $70 knots. Reverses out. Stop the chrono. Clock on. Manual braking. Timer on. Hasn't him. Swappy never did a flight of that sim. Also time doesn't work because I'm from India, so it's post midnight. Oh, I see. But it's cool. You'll be fine. What's the plan for tomorrow? We're gonna be flying from Taipei to Kai Tak. Yeah, from Taipei to Kai Tak. Right, slow down, slow down, slow down. 10 knots. Hit it on the turn. Yeah, but this would be a totally a go around, guys. I just don't have the time. I really have to go. I'm 8 minutes late. Completely forgot how much this airplane doesn't want to stop. Alright. Procedure this, that. Let's put some brake fan on. Put this and this. Start the APU. Reset that. This on. 1 hour 49. We saved 6 minutes. Starting after landing is complete. That's good. Swapping go around lol. Yeah, it will be completely. Arch has a number for you. I hope not. Nice landing, thank you. It was hard at the very end because it started to apply power to be stabilized, and when you apply power, you have to readjust your attitude. So, yeah, I really wasn't expecting it to take this much. Clear left, clear right. That's our gate. You really do feel it's heavy. This is awesome. Alright, now it's gonna be hard for me because I'm not used to this type of airplane. But yeah, we're not going there, we're going to go for the jetway. And this is 04, this is the one I want. And this is me trying to park it perfectly. I think I might have overshot it. Or maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. That's pretty okay. Ah, almost there. Alright, parking brake set. We've got APU. Get the engines. Stop the chrono. More than 3 minutes is on. Seatbelt sign on. Off, I mean, sorry. And fuel pumps off. Below 5%. Beacon off. Whew, very good. Alright, this goes to 2000. Standby it is. Parking checklist. Parking brake with chocks set. Engines off. Wing lights off. Fuel pumps are off. Parking checklist is complete. Holy cow, we did it. We did it. There's the jetway. Still a little bit off, but pretty fine. Guys, I'll very quickly put the replay on, and I'll have to go. I'm gonna put the replay very, very quickly. And hit play. Why is it starting the engine? That was good. That was good. And that was good. And we need to remove it from the pause. And that's it. Let me just put the AP bleed on. And that is it. Alright guys, thank you everybody. I hope you enjoyed this little flight. I'm terribly sorry for being unstable there at the very end of the approach. I forgot how floaty this airplane was. I guess I need to pay even more attention. And I wanted to force it even more to slow down, but ended up not doing it, and I regret it now. But it's alright. It was still fun. Great airplane. Like it very, very much. Guys, now I'll have to go. We'll see you tomorrow at 19 UTC, so it's a little bit later than today. But we're doing a shorter flight from Taipei to Hong Kong on a 767, hauling some cargo. So, thank you very much. Dark Scenario, keep studying, man. I hope to meet you soon, somewhere out there. And yeah, guys, thank you very much for your support. Syncrash Flyer, Swappy, and all the rest. Daifuko. I wish you a great rest of the day. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Oh, Shay TP, no, you joined at the end. Don't worry, Shay TP, we've got more for tomorrow. We'll see you there, mate. Bye-bye. Have a great rest of the day.